Samuel was a young man born and raised on this cotton field. He knew these lands better than anyone else. A black gentleman from another farm had changed all his thoughts. His dreams were only of freedom, but that man was a much bigger picture. This was a scene contrary to the laws of his world. But what was truly impossible was the look in that stranger's eyes. He looked at Samuel not as property, but as a brother. Master Thorne's rage found its target in Samuel once again. While the insults flew, Samuel bowed his head, waiting for the storm to pass. But this time, the storm didn't fade. It changed direction. When Mr. Elias, the mysterious visitor, approached Samuel under the guise of inspecting the crops, time seemed to stand still. The whisper that fell from his lips was more than just a sentence. It was a key. When night falls, beneath the orange tree, Samuel's heart began to beat against his ribs like a trapped bird. The sign he had been waiting for all his life had come at the most unexpected moment, in a voice he had never heard before. When night fell, every shadow looked like a monster to Samuel, and every snapping twig sounded like betrayal. As he crawled through the tall grass leaving his cabin, he wasn't just leaving a farm. He was leaving behind a lifetime bound by chains. The tree with the orange leaves at the edge of the forest glowed like a lighthouse in the moonlight. The terror he felt upon reaching it vanished the moment he saw Mr. Elias step out from the shadows. That night, when he climbed onto that horse, Samuel wasn't just defying gravity, he was defying his destiny. The journey was silent, but the wind whispered the song of freedom in Samuel's ear. When they arrived at Mr. Elias's farm, the sight before him overwhelmed his mind. Here, people were driven by respect, not the whip. The moment he stepped into the house, a warm meal, clean clothes, and most importantly, being treated like a human being. When Samuel looked in the mirror, he didn't see the timid slave from the fields. He saw the silhouette of a dignified man. As the water washed away years of dirt, the wounds on his soul began to heal. At the end of the week, when Mr. Elias placed those metal coins into Samuel's palm, it was more than just payment. It was proof of Samuel's existence. For the first time, his labor wasn't stolen, it was rewarded. He gripped the coins tightly. The cold metal burned his skin, but warmed his heart. He was no longer Master Thorne's property named Samuel. He was Samuel, the owner of his own life. The whisper under the orange tree hadn't just been an escape plan. It was the announcement of a man's rebirth. Freedom is not a war won once. It is a fortress that must be defended daily. Seeing a wanted poster in town and a bounty hunter at the gate reminded Samuel of a bitter truth. The past never stops hunting you. But Samuel was no longer that scared boy. That day, hiding silently in the barn, he protected not just his own life, but the sanctuary Mr. Elias had built. When a wagon arrived at midnight and a terrified family stepped out, Samuel saw himself in their eyes as he draped his own coat over the shivering child's shoulders. The cycle was complete. Mr. Elias hadn't just given him freedom, he had given him a purpose. Samuel was no longer the rescued. He was the rescuer. The whisper under the orange tree was now Samuel's voice, offering hope to others.